Living with a mental health condition is like being in a nightmare and not being able to wake up from it. Mental health has gained a lot of importance throughout this year, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, it is still very underestimated and still has a lot of stereotypes within it, and we need to give it more attention in our society. But first of all, what is mental health? Mental health, according to the US government and health services, includes our emotional, psychological, and social well being. It affects how we feel, think, and also act. It can be affected by biological factors, life experiences such as trauma, and also the family history of mental health problems. Because usually, if a parent has had depression, you can maybe have it as well. So, first of all, there is considerable evidence that shows that mental health still needs more attention in our society, as it continues to affect negatively on people's life. We may have seen a lot of people struggle with it. We can maybe see the university giving out programs for mental health. However, it is still a problem that we need to know how to approach better. So first of all, to begin with, according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, 46% of suicides are due to a mental health condition. This is very worrying because still it is a very high index of suicides. More than 700,000 people die by suicide every year, and this needs to stop. Suicide is also the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. We need to get to the bottom of this. And also, most of these suicides occur due to a mental health condition, such as mostly depression and also the suicide thoughts. These need to get better because it's not possible the citizens are dying on their own because having a bad mental health condition. Also, it is important to remark that COVID-19 has increased the prevalence of anxiety and depression in a global way by 25%. This is very worrying. As we know, we were confined during the COVID-19 pandemic, and this affected negatively people from all ages, even starting with kids that has still problem to socialize right now in schools, but also to big adults who needed to stay at their house for more than a year. In the World Health Assembly, countries emphasize the need to develop and strengthen the mental health condition and the psychological support services. Many people weren't able to go to these psychological support services that the government gave for free because they were a lot of saturated and they didn't know how to approach the amount of people that were having issues. They were underestimated and they weren't able to support all of them. Also, the pandemic showed that there is an underinvestment in mental health services. Governments only spend over 2% of the health budget on mental health. This last statistic shows that governments do not care a lot about the mental health of the people, or furthermore, don't know how to approach this. This is why it needs more attention in our society, because we still think that it's just you need a psychologist and that's it. However, it is not like that. Many people don't know how to approach first of all the psychologist. They don't know who to go to for help. People don't even know that they have a mental health condition. And that is worrying because first of all, doctors need also to know that they need to send people to the psychologist if they see that they have symptoms. Because people most of the time don't recognize the symptoms of having a mental health problem. And they think that it's something physical, but furthermore, it's something psychological. We need to know that there is no wrong in asking for help. And we need to eliminate all of the stereotypes that we have within the mental health problems and let people know that they are hurt and they can get help. People ask for help and they are not given any importance. People ask for tools to be given, but they are not given any. People ask for empathy and are being laughed at. People scream for help and no one seems to listen. Let's stop giving people no as an answer. Let's give people the tools they need. Let's help people that say that they need a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Give people the tools and the help they need, because we can no longer stand people committing suicide just because of these mental health problems. Thank you.